Once again, hello to all. This is Anto Gibson, a software engineer and a product specialist here at BoldDesk. In today's session, we are going to look at how you can reduce the ticket reassignment happening in your support system. Here's the agenda for today, starting with a simple example to understand what happens in a ticket when it doesn't have a clear path, followed by the hidden cost of ticket reassignments, then the cost for the reassignments and practical ways to reduce it. Finally, I will compare and conclude how these can be achieved inside a support system, following it up with takeaways and recommendations. During the webinar, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop them in the chat, and we can get back to you at the end of the session during the Q&A section that we'll be having. Let us begin with the situation many support leaders have experienced. It is a Monday morning, support queue is open, and a critical ticket arrives from one of your largest customers. The message is simple. Our entire sales team cannot access the platform. We need this resolved immediately. This isn't a minor request. It's a business critical issue affecting multiple users, and the customer expects a rapid solution. At this point, most support teams are confident the issue will be resolved quickly. But what happens next is where the inefficiencies often begin. From the customer, the ticket reaches general support initially. After some initial investigations, it moves to another team. That team gathers additional information and escalates it again. Eventually, the ticket reaches engineering before the solution is identified. Now, here's what's interesting. Every transfer appears reasonable on its own. Every team had a valid reason to be involved. But look at the outcome. The customers repeat information. Multiple agents spend time investigating the same issue. Resolution takes longer. Internal effort continues to grow, actually. The question is whether it is really needed to travel through so many teams before getting to the actual resolution. Let us pause for a moment. Think about your own support system. How often are tickets reassigned before they are resolved in your support team? Rarely, occasionally, frequently, or almost every complex ticket. Thank you for the poll caller. Moving on to the next. Many organizations focus on whether a ticket was resolved. Few focus on how much effort was required to resolve it. For customers, repeated transfers often mean repeating the information, waiting longer, so they lose confidence in your support system. For agents, every handoff creates context switching and duplicate investigations. Productive resolution time is replaced by coordination time. So they have to coordinate with the other agents they are collaborating with, and this reduces the productivity. From a business perspective, excess ticket movement increases operational costs, makes SLA compliance harder, and negatively impacts customer satisfaction. This is why reducing unnecessary reassignments have a huge impact in your support performance. When we analyze ticket reassignments, they are usually symptoms rather than the root cause. Most support teams run into the same challenges: unclear ownership, poor ticket routing, inconsistent workflows, knowledge gaps for agents, and uneven workload balancing. The encouraging news is that all of these can be improved through better operational practices. Before we discuss those solutions, I'd like to bring in someone who works with the support team on a daily basis. To bring a real world support perspective to this conversation, let me invite Joshua from our BoldDesk support team. Joshua works closely with customer and support operations every day and brings valuable first-hand experience around ticket management and workflows. So, one moment. Welcome, Joshua, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a few questions for you regarding this discussion we are having today. So my first question is, from your experience, what's the most common ticket reassignment ticket? I mean, what's the common reason that tickets get reassigned multiple times?
Okay. According to my experience, the most reason is incorrect initial routing. This usually happen when the ticket is assigned to the wrong team, maybe lacks information, or the required expertise is not identified from the start. So these are the most common reasons why tickets reassign multiple times.
Okay, so I think that is a valid point. Thank you for your answer. So I have a few questions, a few other questions as well. So here's the second question: at what point does a reassignment become a problem rather than a necessary collaboration?
A reassignment becomes a problem when it causes delay instead of moving the tickets to resolution. So this may include repeated transfer between teams, unclear ownership, or missing handover details in a ticket. These are reasons. These are become a problem rather than necessary collaboration.
Yeah, I agree. That is okay. Okay, I agree to that point. If any of the attendees, if you have any any concerns, or if you have a different opinion on Joshua's perspective, feel free to drop it in the chat as well. So here's my final question for you today, Joshua. If you had one piece of advice for support users, what would it be for effective ticket management?
Well, my advice is to establish clear ownership early, provide complete and accurate information when creating or maybe assigning a ticket. This will help in reassigning tickets only when another team member or maybe team needs to take ownership. So if additional input is needed, we need to collaborate internally without changing ownership whenever possible. So this helps in improving accountability. We know which team are responding to the ticket currently to speed up resolution and provide better customer experience.
Okay. Uh, Thank you for your insightful answers, and thank you for joining us today, Joshua.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, uh, my apologies. Slight technical difficulty. Let us move on to the next slide, where I have a question for you. Which of these challenges do you think has the greatest impact on your organization? Unclear ownership, incorrect initial routing, all the 4 points that I've discussed in the previous slide. I invite Carter to conduct this poll for us, please, and thanks. And an advice, every one of you, please drop your answers in the chat box or select the poll, and so that we can discuss about them at the end of the session. All right, I think many teams immediately assume the problem is ticket volume, but in reality, routing, clarity of ownership, and workflow consistency are often much bigger contributors to excessive reassignments. Keep your answer in mind as we discuss the solution. The first solution is clear ownership. One of the biggest mistakes support organizations make is confusing collaboration with ownership. Ownership doesn't mean one person solves every problem. Ownership means one person remains accountable throughout the ticket lifecycle. Probably the person who's picking the ticket initially. That person is driving the progress, coordinates with the other teams, communicates with the customer, and ensure the issue continues moving toward resolution. So All these responsibilities should be defined for the original owner of the ticket. Notice the difference on the right side. Without clear ownership, we have multiple handoffs, ownership confusion, like the customer will be confused who is currently handling this ticket. And then because of this, there will be a delayed resolution. With clear ownership, one accountable owner will be there. The collaboration will be better because this one owner, he will be managing all the collaboration, and the resolution will be naturally faster than usual. This single change alone can drastically reduce delays and confusion. And finally, we need to escalate with purpose. So this directly relates to defining responsibilities. If you are escalating tickets without purpose, simply because we are supposed to transfer to the general level one support, and if we are doing it just for the sake of doing it, it is not right. If the ticket is supposed to reach the engineer faster, if we define the responsibilities properly, it will reach the engineer first so that the ticket will be resolved faster. Ownership answers one question: who is responsible? Workflows answer another question: how does the ticket move? High performing support teams focus on four workflow practices. The first one is route correctly at intake. Getting a first ticket to the right team early prevents unnecessary transfer later on. Second, define escalation paths. Escalation should follow clear rules, not assumptions. Simply because the current ticket is high priority, we can't assign it to a higher level manager or the support owner. You know what I mean. If it is high priority, we need to have a set of escalation rules or escalation paths predefined so that it reaches the right team. Third, maintain ownership. Even when other teams are involved, accountability remains clear. And finally, enable resolution through knowledge. The more information agents have, uh, they will be confident in solving the issues. Together, these practices create a predictable and efficient support process that your team can follow. Let me bother you with one other question. If you could improve just one area today in your support system, what would it be? And which of it would have the biggest impact? Is it ownership, routing, workflows, or knowledge sharing? Again, I request Carter to please conduct this poll for us. Okay, thanks again for the poll, Carter. I really appreciate that. Among them, among these options that we're just seeing on screen, most organizations can benefit from all four. The key is identifying which area currently creates the most friction for your support operation. At this point, we have discussed ownership workflows from an operational perspective. The challenge is implementing these practices consistently as the support volume grows. This is where a help desk platform becomes important. For example, clear ownership requires visibility and accountability. Smart routing requires automation, structured workflows, um, and then SLAs and escalation controls. They're all required for the structural workflows. Then team collaboration requires internal conversation, mentions, and shared ticket context. We cannot keep on assigning the tickets to different agents because then the ownership is going to be transferred. Rather than that, keeping one assignee permanent and sharing the ticket access to a particular group of agents will help us the collaboration to be better. Knowledge sharing requires easy access to information so that agents can confidently respond to customer queries, and also It helps with AI automation as well. Technology doesn't replace good processes. Technology helps team execute good processes consistently. This is exactly where help desk platforms like BoldDesk help support team operate more efficiently. If your current help desk system has these features already, be sure to use them properly. And as you reflect on today's discussion, what has been the most valuable insight for you from today's webinar? We have discussed so many points to improve, but what do you think is going to be the biggest point for you within your support system? So again, I would like to hand this over to Carter so he can conduct the poll. Carter, please take over and conduct the poll for us, please. Thank you again, Carter, for conducting the polls. I really appreciate your help. Okay, so this is going to be the final key takeaway slide. Before we conclude, let's summarize the key messages from my end. Every ticket should have a clear owner. A ticket should not be should be routed intentionally rather than reactively. Workflow should provide consistency and predictability. Agents should have access to the knowledge they need to resolve confidently. And finally, technology should reinforce good support process rather than compensating for poor ones. Most importantly, reducing ticket reassignments isn't about eliminating collaborations entirely. Collaboration should be there, but the reassignment for each and every escalation that is happening, each and every collaboration or new agent we are assigning it to, there should be a valid process and defined set of rules behind that so that it doesn't affect our support system or customer satisfaction. And that's it, everybody. Thank you for joining today's webinar. I hope today's session has provided practical ideas that you can apply within your own support system. Remember, one ticket, one answer, one structured workflow. All these three are necessary to get one satisfied customer. So now is the time you can post your concerns, queries, whatever you have in your mind in the chat box so we can respond after this. Once again, thank you for your time. We look forward in helping you build more effective support operations. With that, I take my leave for now. Over to you, Carter. You can take it over.